Alright, welcome back everybody. We have reached the Kirby 2 as promised. We're going to be playing this on my GameCube with the GBA hookup. It's going to make the colors look kind of funky, but I'm getting a better response out of the controller. I don't know, I just like this a little bit better even though the colors are all fucked up. So we're gonna probably get through the first 3 worlds here very quickly. They're not very long, they're not very difficult. A couple things I should mention that are different than Kirby 1. First of all is the stars. This little star that you just saw me pick up. If I collect enough of those, they can be turned into a 1-up. So as Kirby goes along, we'll collect some more and get a couple free extra lives as we go. Next course, right here, powers, they're back, they're in the game. They're in every game except for Kirby 1. So this is the first one you can get, Paracel. It lets you float down like that. It also protects you from stuff directly above you, that's falling down onto you, so even though it kind of looks like a dumb power, it's actually useful in certain situations. If I take damage, it will cause me to drop my power though. There's a superstar where you just get to infinitely keep your power until you decide you don't want it anymore. And then this game also has buddies in it. It's got Rick, and then this is a little mini bonus game you get to play every time you beat a level. The higher you get up, the better your rewards. So it starts out as 3 enemies, then a Pepperoo, followed by Maximum Tomato. Or no, it's Pepperoo, Star, Maximum Tomato, then 1-up. Second power, which is Firepower. What I was going to say is you do get buddies in this game. There is Rick the... I always want to call him Rick the Raccoon. He's not. He is a hamster. There is Koo. He's a owl-looking thing. And then there is... Klein the fish. Right now we're just kind of being introduced to our buddies. We'll only have access to Rick here in the first world. And then after that, we'll meet the other 2 in this next 2 worlds. So, your buddies combined with Kirby and the power to produce unique outcomes. So, Rick has the flamethrower ability here with the fire. He'll have a kind of nifty looking power combination with the umbrella. And he does have the ability, like Kirby, to suck and eat stuff. He does that, I think it's pretty nifty. Thing to be reminded of, though, is, because this is Kirby 2, you won't see any advanced use of power, so holding down with the fire isn't going to cause anything unique to happen as comparison to just standing or facing forward with Kirby. Kirby also doesn't have his guard yet, and he doesn't have a dash attack yet in this game. Those come, I believe, in Superstar. Alright, so this is, I believe they're called Dream Drops. There's 1 in every world, and you have to collect them all to unlock the true final boss. Some of them are actually pretty difficult, and they sort of test how good are you at this game? And, you know, a lot of them are very well hidden, and takes some sort of combination of powers, usually with Kirby and one of your animal buddies, to do. We'll get there though. I don't really want to spoil too much, but it's a good fun game here. I used to play this game every year when we go on vacation. Get a little Game Boy out, plop that baby in, and I play the crap out of this game. It's not a very long game. Not a very difficult game either. And like every good Kirby game, it starts with Whiskey Woods. So he is a little more difficult than he is in Kirby 1, but not as difficult as, say, that bonus mode where he's dropping 3 damage, producing, what do they call those? Gordos. Right, so this second world here, Big Forest, where we're gonna meet Ku, the owl-looking bird. As I said, the early stages are pretty short. There's only three stages and then the boss to go through. So we should be able to get through the first 3 worlds and then some before we'll need to cut the episode. This is Ku. He's pretty cute. So he has obviously different copy abilities than Rick does, and he'll have different ones than Klein will. So I'm not sure we'll see all of them, because there's all those different combinations. But I like this one right here. Sort of a downward facing fireball. And we gotta get better at that mini game so we can hopefully rack up some, at least some stars, if not some 1-ups. Alright. I'm skipping over a little bit of an area here. That was dumb. We'll be coming back to this stage probably almost immediately, depending on how I play. I needed that spike power. I'll have to get it and come back. One of the things I've always sort of gone back and forth on is whether or not I like that the buddy music overrides the levels music. Because some of the level music's really good, but you definitely know that you have a buddy. And sometimes it's like, particularly those first couple notes are like, oh yeah, I got my buddy back. But I don't know, it kind of covers up some good music too. So this is definitely an area that would benefit from the umbrella. Another mini boss. This one is the umbrella. We'll run into one of each mini boss for each power. This is, like I said, umbrella power. We ran into the fire guy already. Eventually we'll run into cutter guy and the other powers as well. Spike power guy we haven't run into yet either. I do want to get the spike power though. Doing a great job right now. That was a better one. So the only thing above a maximum tomato is the 1-up. I used to be really good at that. I used to always get to at least that level with the maximum tomato. So we're coming back to level 2 again so that we can come here and get the dream drop. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get this prior to having the spike power. So you do have to go in and then back, you know, essentially back out of the world. This is boss 2. He's a hedgehog looking thing, I guess. Hamster, kinda. Boss does remind me a little bit of La La La. Obviously the gimmick's a little bit different. You only have 3 I guess, levels that you can go up and down on. But he does do the jump thing, which I really like, and then you saw the, you know, random bombs that came out. And then he'll do this sometimes too, where he'll send a bunch of underlings that'll just come out and you won't be able to do any damage to the boss until he sticks his head back out. I kind of don't like fighting all the bosses with the little helper guys because obviously you get Kirby life and helper life, and that can be upwards of 2 full bars of life, and I don't know, I just feel like it cheapens the fight in a lot of cases. I think this world would probably be the only exception to that rule. I do like having Klein when I fight the boss here, because he makes that boss battle so much more doable because of the mechanics of how it works. Power is pretty awesome too, because it doesn't make your helper invincible, but it makes Kirby pretty much invincible. Big downside to it, of course, is your rock. Rocks go straight into pits and they die. gonna go in this door. I'm gonna fight the electric guy here. And once we finish him off, we'll get our fish buddy Klein, or however you pronounce his name. Yep, that was a mistake. Of all the bosses, this one's probably my least favorite. So the ability I have right now, which is the thunder or electric ability, and the fish has a unique combination, which I will show in just a second once I get these stars. In some ways, I think the creators kind of realized how pointless Klein is outside of the water. He's much more difficult to handle on dry land. You know, which he obviously makes up for being a water guy. But he has that special ability where he can create this electric light bulb. And that's useful in the dark here because it allows me to see that hidden door up there. So, see the hidden door? Now, the only downside is if you played the game before, you know where the hidden doors are. You don't really need the electric power. But going through it the first time, it's really useful whenever you get into a dark area like this to use this power. Plus, I can still move the fish and hold this thing in front of me and just, you know, kill things as I walk forward. I think it's kind of a unique or nice thing that they did with him. I don't know if they did it because he's harder to control on land and you have to use him on land when you're in the dark, but that noise does get annoying after a while. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to jump over to the other side, and I'm going to swap out my electrical power for a stone power. Unfortunately, the stone guy died. I'm gonna have to get him to respawn, so I'll go left here real quick, and then get him to respawn. Let me go down, see if I can't get him to respawn this way. Yep, that worked good. So I need to hit the stone power so I can go back this way, and unlock another dream drop. So we'll talk about this area again. Klein's special power is he is not affected by the currents, so he can just swim right through here. And that's the only way to get into here. This is another one of those areas that has hidden door in it. You would need electric power to see, but if you've played the game before and you know where the door is, you don't need electric power. But you do need that to get into this particular dream drop. So we'll just continue forward. We haven't beaten the stage yet, so I can't exit out, but we'll just keep going forward from here. Another great thing is when you have rock power, you can just do what I'm doing right now, which is kill everything that runs into you. The only thing is I gotta take it off whenever I want to go up, otherwise it won't. It won't let me go up, essentially. Alright. So I've unlocked the boss door here. We'll just go right in here and do boss. This is definitely the one boss I don't feel bad with using a buddy on. Klein makes this boss battle so much easier because he can suck up the enemies that you have to use to damage the blowfish. Anglerfish, I guess is what he's supposed to be. Plus you can also use these little squiggly guys to damage him. Where normally the way to beat him is you would have to use Kirby's blow attack and wait to line up the little starfish guys with the anglerfish, and then they would fly horizontally across the stage and deal damage. This is, I think, the first example of where, like, the fish is just like, yeah, we know, he's not great. Kirby, if you had a choice, you're probably gonna choose the hamster or the owl every time. That guy right there, he is a one-hit KO for your helpers. So if he runs into you when you have one of your little helper guys, he instantly kills them. Right, I'm gonna need ice to get through there. Oh, or I'm sorry, I need fire. I just happen to have fire right here. Isn't that great? Go right through there. Just block. Brick in the flamethrower. You can actually kill this guy. Unfortunately, you can see it's much more difficult to do with a. I'm dead. Much more difficult to do with your guy because you're bigger and you're an easier target, and he tries to go straight for you. And obviously with Kirby he becomes friendly looking and suck him up very easily. Right, this is Ice Power. Ice Power is possibly the most broken power in this game. Just because everything, with the exception of bosses and mini-bosses, get turned into that little ice block. And then you just use them as a projectile. You see, you can use to damage on other enemies that are directly in front of you. You can also freeze the little blocks that the guys create, and it does equal damage as if you had sucked it up and shot it back to him. I'm actually going to switch over to rock power, even though I didn't originally want to do it, because this particular board is made for it. Just walk over, press rock power, and the game plays itself. Only thing you gotta do is make sure you don't unpop Kirby whenever the Gordo's on top of you. Alright, I think we're gonna do one more stage here, and then I think we'll call this episode an episode. I think this is the first time we've run into wind in the game. 2 has the ability to negate the wind by flying through it, whereas Kirby and the other 2 buddies do not. You're subject to the way the wind pushes you. I like how this is like an old-fashioned, what do they call those, yokai, I think? A little umbrella demon guy with one eye. So, Ku in this umbrella has a great combo ability. Pretty much anything that tries to hit Kirby/Ku when he's doing the spin will instantly die. I'm sure there's a projectile that they could probably knock him out of this, but I'm about 95% sure that they're fully invincible as soon as I activate it. Okay, we're gonna switch our powers here to fire. We can get through those ice blocks again. That's a 3-1 up for us. The other direction has that guy, who I don't want to mess with, so we'll just leave him alone. Oh, in case you didn't figure it out earlier, you'll have to figure it out to progress in this stage. Alright, I think I will call this an episode. On the next episode, we're going to move into the 3rd stage of this world, and hopefully we'll be done really quickly. So I will talk to you then.